to Manifest Wisely. It's going to be a live reading for y'all. Just pick up the cards from the last reading. If you missed that one, please go check it out. It is more directed for this full moon. Whereas this reading, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to get out of it today. But that's part of the fun, right? We just go with it and see where the energy is going to take us, right? As we tap in, all right? So let's go ahead and get grateful today. Happy Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. All right, what does this collective need to focus on, please? What is the message today? What is the message for this collective? Okay. I'm getting that song. Da-na-na-na, show me how to move this. You gotta go this. You're doing fine. And then part of the chorus goes, then shake that body for me. I don't know what song that is. Who does it? It's probably from like the 90s or something. So what do we need to know today for this collective, please? The Page of Swords. Yes, inquiring minds do want to know, what is the collective up to, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? So is this about what is up with you? What is the tea? Are there whispers? Is somebody laying an offer on the table to you and hoping you're going to, dare I say, fall for it? What else? The Four of Cups. So you may be noticing this, the extra attention that's coming towards you, but what you've been doing instead is kind of pulling back, okay? And kind of looking at this attention with a bit of a skeptical eye, okay? And you understand that it's a very, like the way you move matters, okay? And people are watching your movement. Yeah, Four of Swords. So this is a time now to not make extra movements if you don't have to, and kind of reserve your energy, because the more you pull that back, the better it's going to be for your creative flow, okay? And now have the Knight of Cups followed by the Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay, so somebody definitely wants to come towards you, offer you some kind of romantic type of situation, or they see you in a romantic type of situation. They're even wondering if you're already in a romantic type of situation, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, should I come towards this person? And they see you as this Queen of Cups here, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, potentially in your chart, okay? Do check out your Vedic as well as your Western chart, okay? In the third eye. Oh my goodness, dog. It snowed overnight, so, Animals like to play. The Tower, Le Tower, which came out on the last live. So it's like wherever you're going, you're kind of seeing obstacles, you're seeing things, um, perhaps in a different way, um, because of, it's almost like a vision correction, okay? And this could be a course correction for you as well. All right. The tower is here to let you not go so far as to, injure yourself, right? Um, you know, you're you're running away from, the disaster, or you're not moving towards it, okay? So visualize yourself doing that versus, kind of getting involved in the muck of the tea of others that doesn't even involve you, perhaps, right? I mean, because when it gossip's gossip, right? Like, we never really know what truly happens unless somebody like wants to tell us themselves, right? The Empress. So yeah, you're just moving on to bigger and better things, collective. It's like you're stepping into your true power. You're not letting kind of this idle gossip um, defame you or defeat you. And you're especially pulling your energy back here with the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords, okay? And like I said, what that is doing is now allowing you to be somebody open to receiving love, open to giving love, and viewing the love that you have as valuable as well, okay? So that might be part of what's been an eye-opening experience, not only for you, but for others around you that may be realizing, like, oh, um, I didn't realize this person's value in the situation, right? And it's like, well, here I am, and now I'm off to bigger and better things right here in the crown, it's like that, the star energy, surrounding her head, protect this protective halo, okay? Um, so, once you've kind of stepped into this level, it's because you've been guided there, right? And you've faced also the storms that may have been in between, okay? It's like you don't get to that level without facing towers, right? And navigating around them where you need to. Um, but like if it's not your tower, then you don't need to have all that excess movement. And I feel like in part you've mastered that. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know if I want to do a clarifying deck or we'll get into the meditation messages from the light. Curiosity. So, part of this talk could be that people are just curious about you. You may move differently. As you can see, there's like these figures on the outside of this cage. It's a little unusual, right? And there's this thing floating in the middle. Okay, that's a little unusual. You could be, a figure on the outside or the inside. Either way, it's a little different. And that's why there's kind of this wanting to peer into your world or at your world, okay? So that could be part of what this kind of this Page of Cups here is kind of not cups, I'm sorry, the Page of Swords here is kind of about, right? It's not necessarily a malicious type of energy, but again, you don't feel the need to like over explain yourself or your actions. Sometimes it just is what it is, and it's not your problem if people can't accept that, okay? Like that's something that they're gonna have to work on, right? So what else do we have for this collective? What do they need to know? Bliss. Are you chasing your bliss? Are you finding your bliss? Is this bliss coming in the form here of love with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups? Okay. Especially if you've learned to draw back, right? And protect yourself from energies that maybe, maybe that's the thing. Maybe they're just curious about you. And it's kind of like somebody that wants to poke the bear. And well, what happens then? Right? You know, they've had movies about this, folks. So, you know, wow, the stupidity of man is unmatched, right? Okay. So, and I say that as mankind, right? The plural, the collective. Um, because what happens when you sit there and poke a grizzly? Don't plan on getting your hand back anytime soon, right? Let alone your face or your entire body. Um, so, this curiosity maybe that people are kind of leaning into, poking that bear. Um, you just be aware of that. And like I said, you don't have to answer to anybody. Okay. You can still be yourself and kind of, maybe you're more of a reserved person. Maybe you're more introverted. Maybe you don't like sharing everything on social media. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Right. Okay. Um, and that's going to help you step into your bliss here. So you're not going to be so worried about that's the thing too. Social media makes us think, what we're seeing is real, but then we're actually faced with what is real here, how we are right now with the tower. Okay. So IRL in real life, right? Again, what are you doing to find your bliss? Is it just scrolling on social media all day, or are you actually doing things, that's making you happy? Okay. Um, what else do we have? Okay, let's fill out here. Gratitude. Attitude of gratitude. And it was just Thanksgiving, and we have a full moon coming around. So, thankful for the cycles of, the earth kind of, letting us know that there is more to come, right? Um, and that's kind of here how the Empress is like, she's always providing, she's always receiving, she knows that abundance is going to be found wherever she goes. Okay. So being thankful for those little things, maybe even those times of rest, those times of pullback, those times of learning, and then because it's like, oh wow, what did I learn? I learned like that I'm so much more than what we started here with the page. You know what I'm saying? Of this idle gossip, right? And it's like, do you actually want to? Is that what you actually want to believe about yourself, or are you going to break through and start believing what you believe about yourself? Right? Okay, and this almost looks like a, nuclear explosion going off here. Sorry, my phone going off. So it's like this deep rooted thing that's coming up to the surface. It's like it's finally bubbling up, kind of with this tower. And like the title of my last video was, it's coming whether you want it or not. Like there's always going to be fallout from these towers. How you respond to them is up to you, right? You can take it as an opportunity. You can take it as a challenge. You can take it as, wow, I didn't think that I even had this option in my life, and now I do. Okay. So now you're being asked to contemplate maybe like, what do you really want out of life? Okay. And that's something that only you can choose, right? So once you start making those choices, then, things are going to start opening up for you in your perception, right? It's not going to be like, oh, nothing ever works out for me. Like, why didn't I get this? Why didn't I get that? Like, it's gonna your viewpoint's gonna start to shift. Okay. And being comfortable with where you are is part of that journey as well. And that's also why the tower is here. Okay. So when we look at ourselves, it's like, oh, well, yeah, I guess I can do that. Or maybe I'm not so good at this. So maybe I need to avoid that in the future. Um, and just in having an honest look at ourselves and saying, well, you know what, I was really good at this yesterday, and the other day I wasn't so great at that, and I learned something, and I'm grateful for that experience, and maybe that just means that I need to stick to some more of my strengths, right? um, it can really be that easy. Okay. And then you're gonna like kind of be a little less hard on yourself, and then start to experience some of that bliss that comes with the time that you've actually pulled back and dedicated to yourself. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. I might do a part two clarification, but I want to go ahead and take a quick break. So I may be back in a little bit, guys. So until then, please manifest wisely. And again, please, please, please like the video or subscribe. That supports these messages coming to you directly now. And if it resonates with you, please again support the messages in the channel and the energy behind the messages. And you can do that. It's 100% free by liking the video or subscribing to the channel. Also, if you feel like sharing any of your experience and dropping a comment, I would be happy to read your comment. So I do have some other information in the description box. If you would like to order a personal reading, I do have an Etsy shop link. Until next time, please manifest wisely. Bye bye.